Okay, this right here is worth the entire night right here. This is not camera trickery. This is not an overexpose. We've got a massive red aurora right above me right now. This is amazing right here. Okay, so when you see this red aurora, this is high atmosphere. I don't even know what to say. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You don't get to record this often. This right here is worth the entire night. And again, I stress, this is not camera trickery. This is actual. And so you do get the overexposed, the trickery that are in some videos. Now, naked eye, what I'm able to see is a light kind of pink. The camera is going to make this brighter. So let me readjust the shutter for just a minute so that you're able to see what I'm seeing. The camera's sensor is strong enough that it pulls these upper reds a lot more. But this is a true aurora color. Okay, now let me lean up against the truck here so that I can stabilize. All right, so my neighbors have to think I'm crazy. Quite literally what I did to cheat the system just a shade is when I was relocating home, because let me readjust the shutter speed. Home is over this way, okay? And I actually put my phone on the dashboard so that I could see the grander scope, because the entire sky is covered. The entire sky. Let me show you toward Fairbanks. Now you're getting a little bit of cloud cover that's starting to take over. And you've also got this beautiful aurora, especially this red that took over. Wow. Okay, that was worth the entire night. That was worth the entire night. Right there. So now I'm relaxed a little, and we've got the red dissipating. I will give you a quick explanation of how I knew that that was true color, how that occurs. So first off, we had a very minor CME passage this evening. It was right around 0100 local yesterday. We're at 0500 local right now. So that's why I'm using that. Actually, technically, it was today, the CME passage. So 4 hours. And solar winds, plasma density did spike pretty decent. It wasn't a huge jump, but it was enough. And I told my group, and I told a couple of people that were hanging out, that you needed to stay out just a little later. And we had some decent red. We had some pretty darn good movement that popped up. And you will see that in the backlog of videos. Now, when I got to the yard to drop off the coach, I did notice that hemispheric power was skyrocketing. Now, hemispheric power is how much charge the atmosphere is holding. And when we left Chattanooga, hemispheric power was about 19. It skyrocketed to well over the 52. That allows for our upper atmosphere to really become highly energized. That red that you're still able to see is up at about 70, 80 miles, and it's nitrogen. Now, because of how dispersed the atoms are up there, you don't get a chance to see that near as easy, because A, it's a really, really dim color, and B, the atoms are very, very minimal. You've got a much less dense atmosphere up there. And so for us to be able to see that in the camera, or even slightly naked eye, and I did expose the camera to what I was physically seeing, because I try to give a realist version of what's going on. That was extremely exciting. That was really, really, really exciting. And I've got the camera set to what I am seeing. That what's in the viewfinder right now, what you're watching, is exactly what I'm seeing. I can see the red, even though I'm looking at a brighter screen that's in front of me. I can see the red. I can see the green. The entire sky is so illuminated that there's a couple of stars, like you can kind of see a little bit of star right there up in the top corner, but the stars are pretty well washed out by just the aurora. This is a really, really cool night. And just to tell you the final funny, and then I'm going to stop the recording. Again, like I said, I put the camera or my phone on the dash on the AllSky camera, which is allsky.gi.alaska.edu. And so I was driving, being able to see without a distraction to the road of what was going on. And I started seeing that red pop up, and I'm literally going, oh my word, oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. And I am just as safely and expediently, without speeding, but trying to get to a dark spot to pull over so that I could record to that and be able to share that with you guys. And let me tell you, I was being a nut. Even when I'm solo, I'm still unapologetically me. And I don't even really want to stop this recording, because what you're seeing is absolutely beautiful. And this is, like I said, I've got this exposed so that you're seeing what I'm seeing. This is not a camera trickery. Nights like tonight are special. Very special. And this is recorded on the Sony A1. So this, when it goes up on YouTube will be downscaled 8K to 4K, but on the camera this is recorded at 8K. If you're curious, I'm using 8K. My frame rate is 1/13 of a second. The lens I'm using is the Zeiss 24mm f1.4, and I am at f1.4. My ISO is actually a little higher than what you would expect. It's at 12,800, so that I can run a decent frame rate. And I'm really not sitting that far from home. This is my normal route home, believe it or not. Alright, I think she's dimmed down enough that I will call it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know I was probably being a little bit of a nut, but it gives you a real clear picture of what a true special night is here under the Aurora in Fairbanks, Alaska. Whatever date this is, in March. You know, it's the 3rd or the 4th. I lose track of the days. At -20. And once again, final little thing, as a goofball, I've got all my heavy gear, and my gloves are just my driving gloves, non-rated. Luckily, the camera was in the truck, so it's actually not too cold. Talk to y'all later.